It's K-Red. Join me on this channel as we find joy in pen and paper by creating simple drawings that anyone can do. As a police negotiator, I have learned the importance of reducing stress, and for me, that involves pen, paper, and simple patterns. Join me in a judgment-free environment to create calm from the chaos of this world and our mind. Let's get started. Hello there. This is K-Red, and we're back to work a little bit more on this, just this little, trying to get some practice of some basic fills done and in. We're just going to keep working our way up the paper and then decide if we're going to go back and fill any in, or if it's just trying to get back to using pen and paper. It's been quite a while. So I had a break, so take it nice and slow. So this one right here, we're going to do one of the patterns I like, which is usually 3 circles to start, or arches, not really circles. And then off on the side here, we'll go ahead and we'll zoom in a little bit and see if that helps. Working right here. Okay. We'll do 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So I hope anybody who's watching this is doing well. I especially like easy ones like this because they're not hard, and I can get anything else done and going that I need to. And I usually just look at it and I decide where the next hole needs to be. I don't make them all necessarily one direction. I'll let them mold and go however, or glow, but you know, black, it's kind of hard to glow. Go however they would feel like it. It's the weekend here. I think I mentioned it in an earlier video. It's Super Bowl weekend. So it's always kind of fun. I'm not a huge sports fan, but I do appreciate it and enjoy it. Now, as we get going on these, I'll start to think what I might want to do. So sometimes I'll just color in the bottom circle. Sometimes I'll color in every other line, makes it very bold. You can add dots in any of these that you would like. So, thankfully for me, work this last week was nice and quiet. I find my work tends to ebb and flow with busy and unbearable and slow. And right now it's been slow, so I've been enjoying that. Trying to get caught up in paperwork. So I'm thankful. As I do these this weekend, that's what I'm thinking about. It's what I'm thankful for. Oh, that was horrible. See how I came in that way? That was horrible. I am one of those people that believe it's important to stay focused on what is important and what you can be thankful of. But I also know that there are times and seasons when it can become very hard to do that. I'm just have family going through a lot of medical things, adding a lot of stress on people I love. We all know cancer sucks. It's not news to anybody. I think I am going to go ahead, because it's such a small area and these lines are so tight in there, and I do have the black circles here that I'm enjoying. I'm looking at all of these staggered lines that are making me a little insane. Oh, I forgot to tell you what pen I was using. I'm using an 03 pen, which isn't really what this one was. A lot of times I find that when I look at these, sometimes the mistakes are just too blaring for me to ignore, and I want to go back in. It is almost always a mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you'll just mess it up. So I'm going to stop and let my imperfections of that day, look at that right there, shine through and be okay with them. So I'm going to darken that in. It's awful hard to darken on a 3, so I'm going to put the 3 away. I'm going to grab my 8. Got a cup of coffee nearby that I'm going to enjoy while we write lines together. Love to hear what some of you all do that you all enjoy. I've mentioned in a previous video that I really enjoy doing, I call it dots, but it's called diamond painting, diamond art. You have just the little dots and you put them on. I find that to be very soothing as well. And I am considering doing a project. I have a couple back there in my room to play with. I had stopped doing them for a while because I had some pretty serious neck and shoulder pain, and looking down hurt. It's one of the reasons that made doing this uncomfortable. It made doing that uncomfortable. See how much different it looks? Look at this side with that, and then this side without it. Kind of interesting to see that contrast. How this kind of grounds, pulls it in. Glad I'm doing it. I like it much better for me today with this. I have done plenty without it. I've done them with where you just shadow them with some pen to paper. There's not much need to do that. So that's that one. I do, like I said, always enjoy that. I think that's a really good pattern.